We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Browns of Sacramento taking on the Broncos of Anchorage. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 17-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. The Broncos at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The give is to McLaughlin. Oh, look at the juke. 15 yards on the play, first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
95.
Here's Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
He finds his man, complete. It's 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Watson now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A carry from McLaughlin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Here's McLaughlin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Browns' first down.
From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 33.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at at the 38. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This time Wilson will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but
there he goes, Amari Cooper. He's to the 10 and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mostert is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Raheem Mostert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Second and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that. Pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Running the counter with Mostert to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now.
Moore, the man in motion. Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. Nice move. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, McLaughlin. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Wilson. Setting up the screen to Perine. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Watson. That pass complete to Moore. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This thrown quickly on to Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his
rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Back to throw, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. We have played 3 quarters. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Watson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Down the sideline he goes. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Escapes the defender, and he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Drew Sanders.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a second down throw for the... But it's incomplete. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now he's got it.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. He's up to the 20. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Watson on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 now at